In 2016, Khloe Kardashian got her own talk show. It lasted 14 episodes, and in one of them, her little sister Kendall told a story on camera, a story so uncomfortable that one guest wandered off to a cupboard just to have somewhere else to look, while another turned her back and got busy at the sink. We'll show you that clip, but not yet, because that's not even the strangest thing in this file. Before this video ends, you're going to watch her own mother ask her to take a DNA test on television about her own father. You're going to learn the very first tragic Khloe moment ever aired. The arrest, the tears, the grief was staged with a fake police stop. And you'll meet the three Khloes that exist today. The woman on Instagram, the woman on the show, and the woman the paparazzi catch are not the same person. They sold her to you as the relatable one. Stay with me. By the end, you'll understand she might be the least real of them all.
I was a flight attendant.
Hold on. Trying to muster up the I give up energy.
So I came over and I was obsessed with you at the time. She tapped you on the shoulder. She goes, Khloe, look who's here. You looked at me up and down and you go, what the is she doing here?
You're
kidding me, Kim?
Shut the
Swear to God. What?
You, if you could hear me.
This is so whack that these think they could go ahead and our men.
So how does it get this dark? You have to go back to 2007 when the show premiered and the public started handing out roles. Kim got the spotlight, Kourtney got the brains, Rob got the bad boy edit, and Khloe got cast as the punchline. Tabloids picked apart her size and her features, sometimes cropping her out of family photos, like she was an inconvenience in her own family portrait. And it wasn't just the media, her own family did it too, on their own show, in front of millions.
Don't you think you'd lose a few pounds?
What?
Don't you think you should lose a few pounds?
I have a rock hard body. I'm just a bigger individual.
No, you are a bigger individual, but you could lose a few pounds.
And let's be honest, none of that was her fault, and all of it was cruel.
I mean, you're all cute in different ways. You look more like Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, than you do.
She looks like
What
me.
what does that mean?
Kim looks like you, yeah.
What does that mean for me? I look
For
like
you,
the dog?
Yeah, no, you're pretty, but you look different pretty. That's all. That's all. You know,
Spoken like a real mother.
A young woman publicly labeled the ugly one in the world's most famous family for years on television. That wound is real. Hold on to it. Everything you're about to see grows out of it, including what the producers decided to do with it.
When I was chubbier, I used to get very different treatment than Kourtney and Kim got. And then when I lost a lot of weight and started looking different, the treatment I started getting was so much more and better. And I just remember how gross that made me feel. But I also was like, I see all of you. I see this is a little game. And I've never forgotten the ones that were mean to me, or rude to me, but great to Kourtney and Kim. And then when I did lose weight, how those same people would then try to treat me so differently. And I never really thought with them because I was like, I'm the same person. Aesthetically, I look differently. And your treatment of me is so vastly different, and it makes me gross.
Season 1, Episode 5. Khloe gets pulled over, fails a sobriety test, and gets arrested for drunk driving while the episode explains she was spiraling over the anniversary of her father's death. It's devastating television. It's also manufactured.
I try to never talk about my dad or him passing away. I could talk about him in happy moments, but not him being sick.
Here's the math. Her real DUI arrest happened on March 4th, 2007. That's public record. The problem? The show hadn't even been greenlit yet. Filming didn't begin until months later. The cameras missed the real event. So according to a celebrity tell-all, production restaged it. A fake traffic stop, actors as police, Khloe reperforming her own arrest. And the show has reportedly acknowledged the scene was a reenactment. Fine. Reality TV recreates things. But now, the dates get ugly. The episode blamed her spiral on her father's death anniversary. Robert Kardashian passed on September 30th. The real arrest was in March. The reenactment was filmed in the summer. That sadness wasn't captured. It was assembled in an editing bay.
Hi, it's Khloe. Don't hang up. I'm calling you from jail.
What do you mean?
I'm in jail. I have a DUI. I have to stay in here. 7 hours is maximum.
On this series, pain is a prop department. Now, while the show was scripting her sad side, Khloe was building a second personality for the party side. She called it Khlo Money, the loud, edgy, hypersexual version of herself. Perhaps a coping mechanism. Perhaps a rebrand, anything other than the punchline.
Kourtney, shut up.
Come here for a second. Let me smack you across the face. You need to get your wet that badly, then get your wet.
I had a baby blue shirt on.
Get your wet, and there you go.
Either way, critics have spent years calling the persona exactly what it looks like, a caricature borrowed from black women and worn like a costume. But it's the targets that make this file strange. So much of it aimed at her own family. She posted Kim in her underwear with a caption rating her sister's body. She made public comments about Kendall's chest. She posted Kourtney using the toilet. Kourtney once shared a family group chat screenshot full of more of the same, and during a 2021 loungewear shoot, Khloé straddled her on camera. And then there's Rob, her actual brother. The tweets are real and still screenshotted everywhere. How hot is Rob? LOL. Is that weird since that's my brother? And her favorite on-air catchphrase said, grinning into the camera, "Best is best. Didn't anyone teach you that?" You can call it shock humor.
Is best. Didn't anyone teach you that?
You guys, Rob got a boner about seeing my boobs.
The family that plays together stays together. Okay.
Not gonna happen. Look at you when you say that.
Which brings us to the clip I promised you, the one where nobody in the room was laughing.
Like 2 years ago, I mean, it happens all the time, but she was so drunk and I'm going to bed, I'm in my room. And you came in and you literally started humping me. I'm not kidding, she got on me, humping me, going crazy.
2016, Cocktails with Khloé, a 32-year-old Khloé is hosting, and her 20-year-old sister Kendall is the guest. Kendall tells a story from 2 years earlier, when she was about 18. A drunk Khloé came into her room after she'd gone to bed, climbed on top of her, and started humping her. Kendall says she begged the other people there to pull Khloé off. She says Khloé would not leave her alone. She says she woke up the next morning with scratches.
Like, Khloé, please get off of me. I was begging people to get her off of me and she would not leave me alone. The next morning, I had scratches down my hand that I, scabbed.
Now watch the room instead of the couch. One guest, a celebrity chef, drifts off toward a cupboard for no reason. Another guest turns her back to the cameras and gets very busy at the sink. Khloé scans the set for backup, laughs, and tries to say Kendall is exaggerating. Kendall doesn't blink. She's not exaggerating. She even tweeted about it at the time.
Going crazy. Literally, I was like, she's exaggerating. Okay. No, I'm not kidding. I tweeted it, remember? I remember.
The show was dead within a matter of weeks. Gone. We're not going to put a label on that footage. We don't have to. It aired. On her own show, with her own name in the title. But whenever Khloé's headlines get this uncomfortable, there's one rumor that reliably swallows every other story about her. And here's the twist. The family didn't bury that rumor. Her own mother put it on television.
Would it make you feel better if we did a DNA test?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't care either way. Because my dad is my dad and my stepdad's my stepdad. Thank you.
Season 7. Kris Jenner sits her daughter down and asks her on camera to take a DNA test to prove that her own father was her father.
I need your help.
Okay.
I really feel like it's important for you to know that Daddy is your real dad. And we've all agreed to do a DNA test.
This is just dumb. So
it's not stupid, and
it's
you
not
do
stupid
care.
to you. You're the one who wrote it. You had an affair about however many years ago.
25 years ago, and I wrote a memoir, okay? And when you write a memoir,
that's what opened up the floodgates, the age,
what opened up the floodgates, Khloe, if you remember correctly, is two of your dad's ex-wives.
Mom, watch your mouth in front of my son.
Okay, no, I'm not actually. I'm angry. Because you're blaming this on me when it wasn't me who started this rumor. It was two other that you are even considering that their information be correct when they're just out to get.
Khloé refuses. She says she doesn't need a piece of paper to know who her dad was. Then the whole thing becomes comedy. Khloé flips it, jokes that maybe Kris isn't really her mother, and they run a maternity test for laughs.
I'm a little nervous to talk to you about this anymore. I don't say whatever.
This is really still going on. You know, I'm still not happy with my mom and me being ambushed about this whole DNA situation.
So that was a f***ing lie.
If I wanted to get a paternity test, I would. I don't care about your letter.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I appreciate your letter and it means a lot to me, but you have to respect me too. Let's just let bygones be bygones. I'm an Odom anyway. I'm not a Kardashian anymore. So So let's move on.
Perfect.
And if Khloe's okay with, this whole situation, then I've got to be okay with it to move on and just go back to being a good mom.
The cruelest question of her life, packaged as a storyline. So why was that question on the table? Rewind to 2012, when two of Robert Kardashian's ex-wives told a tabloid Robert himself said Khloe wasn't biologically his. The family called it disgusting and false. The internet called it confirmation of something they'd whispered for years. To understand why the rumor never dies, hear the backstory the internet obsesses over. Most of it confirmed by Kris herself. At 19, Kris was engaged to a professional golfer named Caesar Sudo and started seeing Robert Kardashian on the side until Caesar came home early and caught them. She married Robert anyway. Then came the affair she calls her life's biggest regret. Soccer player Todd Waterman, which ended the marriage after one of Robert's friends caught them. A month after the divorce, she married Caitlyn.
Ever since my book came out, people have been coming out of the woodwork with false accusations like Robert Kardashian's ex-wives accusing me of not being faithful when Khloe was conceived. Not true. I know all the rumors are absolutely ridiculous.
Enter the internet's favorite suspect, Alex Roldan, Kris's longtime hairdresser. The fan case goes like this. Khloe's middle name is Alexandra. Roldan's near-empty Instagram follows almost nothing but Kardashians, and they swear pre-surgery Khloe has his smile. Fans call that a smoking gun. Here's what they always leave out. Kris's one confirmed affair, Waterman, began years after Khloe was born in 1984. So the only proven cheating proves nothing here. O.J. Simpson, the other favorite theory, denied it flat out on video. Roldan has never once confirmed a word of it, and the family has denied all of it, always. We can't tell you whose daughter she is. We can tell you that her mother turned the question into an episode, and that Khloe has said more than once the jokes genuinely hurt. Here's the saddest part of this whole story. Khloe was never an unattractive woman. She just had a different build than Kim.
Kim's standards are ridiculous. Fabulous body, beautiful back and arms, and Kim is very into appearances.
Wait, you have a better looking vagina than I thought.
What?
In a family where Kim's face and body were becoming the global blueprint, with surgeons literally selling Kim Kardashian packages. So, after years as the punchline, Khloe started buying her way out of the role, the documented ledger in the order she admitted it. Fillers, confessed on the show Botched, where she said they made her look crazy and she had them dissolved. Botox, tried it, says her face reacted badly. The nose, in 2018, she told a commenter her slimmer nose was just great contouring, then 3 years later admitted the nose job at the reunion, saying the insecurity came from years of viewers tearing her apart.
Well, for me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her third face transplant, but I've had one nose job, Dr. Raj Kanodia, and everyone gets so upset, like, why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me. You're the first person in an interview that's ever asked me about my nose. I've done, sure, injections, not really Botox. I've responded horribly to Botox.
The lasers, including cellulite, famously zapped off her rear on an episode, while her sisters sat a few feet away eating pastries.
Khloe, I got you a dress. Well, I see your ass is so huge. I just don't know if it'll fit your ass. Do I give it to Kylie or do I give it to you?
What do you think we're doing? We're trying to make it smaller.
Okay.
It hurts.
Is it good?
Stings like a mother.
The dramatic weight loss she credits to workouts, while denying the Ozempic rumors. Then, 2025, she finally posted the complete list. Every procedure, one comment. The most transparent moment any Kardashian has ever had. Give her that. But notice the timing. The honesty arrived after the transformation was finished, after the denial years had done their job. Transparency is cheap once the check has cleared.
I've been torn apart the minute that I've gone on TV.
Society gave me insecurities.
What are you doing? What is your secret?
My secret is just, I think, having a positive outlook on life.
A positive outlook and some, quote, great doctors. Yeah, Khloe Kardashian keeping it real and sharing the exact list of everything she's done to her face.
I thought I would be a little more insecure, and I felt really good. I just feel empowered.
The reveal comes after an aesthetics doctor in London raved about her look at the Bezos wedding and decided to play a little guessing game.
It's be about time.
I think she's had a temporal brow lift, upper blepharoplasty, rhinoplasty, lip filler, a face and neck lift, and a chin implant. What do you think of Khloé's transformation? Let me know in the comments.
Good job! Bet he didn't expect Coco herself to enter the chat. Yeah, she slid in the comments and listed all of her cosmetic procedures. First, a nose job.
Who knows if I never heard Mom talk about my nose, if I would ever think I needed a nose job.
Right. I definitely heard her talk about your nose.
Next, laser hair removal for the hairline and everything else, plus additional laser treatments to tighten the skin.
I was always like, what the hell are these lines on the side of my neck? I'm too young for this. What is this?
Khloé also admitted to injectables like Botox and Sculptra to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and soften an indent on her cheek. Remember, that's where she had a cancerous tumor removed in 2022.
Bruh. Remember, I had like this just tiny little dot on my face, and they had to sort of open up my cheek.
I didn't think this was a tumor. Who would have thought that? The stitches was like crazy. And that's a lot of stitches.
Next, a non-surgical procedure, collagen baby threads, which are inserted under the skin to lift the face. Plus regular facials with salmon sperm. Maybe a rec from Sister Kim.
And I've decided that I want to die.
I got salmon sperm facial with salmon sperm injected into my face.
Finally, Khloé highlights diligent daily skincare, vitamins, and slow and steady weight loss. A total of 80 pounds over the years.
We don't care.
I love to work out, and I love to just, like, that's my selfish time. Yeah, it's physical, but you do so much changing mentally and emotionally, but part of that is you have to work on yourself.
Damn it!
When I started changing my look, you get better makeup, you do fillers, you do whatever. I had a nose job, and there's still people constantly bullying you. It's like, so which one is it? You have to do things for yourself. We're still growing and evolving, and we're all just trying to do the best we can.
And surgery only fixed the offline Khloé. Meet the other two. There's the real Khloé, the one paparazzi catch walking down the street. Then there's Instagram Khloé, smoothed and sculpted until fans started comparing her account to an AI girlfriend page. And finally, there's TV Khloé, because viewers noticed she looked completely different on her own show than she did in candid photos taken that very same week. Filters and digital touch-ups chasing the Instagram version. 3 versions of one woman and none of them allowed to meet. Publications started running side-by-side comparisons. Comment sections turned into endless spot the difference games. Then came April 2021, the day those versions finally collided. An assistant accidentally posted an unedited bikini photo of Khloé. A real one. And her legal team went to war. Takedown demands spread across the internet, which only turned it into the most wanted photo online. Then came the move you should recognize by now. A long, vulnerable statement about the pressure of being compared to her sisters her entire life. It was moving. It was also sympathy deployed as a cleanup strategy. But pixels don't obey lawyers. A 21-year-old named Jordan Woods did. Quick recap. Tristan Thompson gets caught cheating just days before Khloé gives birth to their daughter in 2018. Then in 2019, he kisses Jordan Woods, Kylie's best friend, at a party. Now watch where the anger goes. Not at the serial cheater, at the girl. On the show, the plan gets said out loud. The family wants to scare the living daylights out of her. Khloé tweets that Jordan is the reason her family broke up, then walks it back a day later, after Jordan has already drowned in death threats. Jordan loses her home, her best friend, and her entire lane. Tristan's punishment? A second child by surrogate. And that timeline is brutal.
Daily Mail reported an exclusive video of Tristan Thompson out at PhD looking like he's cheating on Khloé Kardashian.
This is so f***ing whack that these f***ing bitches think they could go ahead and f*** our men.
Tristan Thompson was sued for child support by a woman who claimed he got her pregnant.
Tristan and I are, I don't even know if I want to say Tristan and I am having another baby.
I can't wrap my brain around how dumb you have to be, Tristan Thompson.
In March 2021, while still with Khloé, Tristan fathered a son with a woman named Marley Nichols. The story surfaced that December, just days after Khloé's surrogacy journey was already underway. He admitted paternity the following January. Fast forward to today. He is sitting on her podcast, discussing when they'll tell the kids about his cheating. He even reveals that Khloé encouraged him to get a vasectomy. Then, this 4th of July, fans watched the two of them vacation together in Idaho and started asking the obvious question. What were the last 8 years of tears for? Forgiving him is her business. What she did with your sympathy is ours. Because she sold it. Because eventually, even the heartbreak became a product. Then came Revenge Body with Khloe Kardashian, an entire series built around the idea of transforming yourself to get back at the people who hurt you. The name alone tells the story. Revenge Body. The woman who was body shamed on national television grew up and turned body shame into a franchise. And before that, Quick Trim, the diet pills the sisters promoted, which later drew a class action lawsuit from customers who called the marketing bogus. The case was dismissed, but the pitch was the point. Then came the flat tummy tea era, appetite suppressants promoted to millions of followers, which earned her a very public takedown from actress Jamila Jamil. And running alongside all of it was Good American, her denim brand built around body positivity. Put those two products side by side. One was selling confidence, the other was selling insecurity in a bottle. Different products, the exact same customer. The audience she was selling to was filled with girls who felt exactly the way she did back in 2007. That wasn't just the audience, that was the market. You've already seen what chasing this family's look can do to people. Fans like Jennifer Pamplona, who spent more than $600,000 on over 40 cosmetic procedures trying to look like Kim Kardashian, only to spend another $120,000 trying to undo it. But the most complete Kardashian copycat on record wasn't a fan. According to one plastic surgery analysis, Khloe transformed more than anyone else in the family, following Kim's template so closely that she now resembles her sister more than she resembles her former self. And that's before you factor in the non-surgical maintenance, which has likely climbed well into 6 figures on its own. The girl who was mocked for not looking like a Kardashian spent 2 decades and a fortune buying her way into looking like one. The black sheep never escaped the standard. She spent years paying for it.
I was always talked about my looks, always told that I was chubby. No one ever believed that I was my sibling's sibling. They would always say, oh, like, where'd she come from? Or she's related to you from like teachers. I remember so vividly. And that feeling of being always compared to them, but always not good enough to be considered their sibling. And I don't think these adults maliciously knew what they were doing, but it was so impactful that for children, I will do everything to include them, for them to never feel like that. And for adults too, but like with kids, I don't play. And I never want someone to feel the way I did. And so I want to be that rock for everyone.
Which brings us to 2026, the year the sympathy stopped working. In April, a billboard for her snack brand went up in Los Angeles, showing Khloe with a tan so dark that people genuinely mistook her for Beyoncé or Tyra Banks. One TikToker filmed himself driving past it, laughing as he announced, "Black Khloe is back." The clip exploded. The blackfishing accusations came almost immediately. Khloe's response? Crying, laughing emojis, and a breezy little, "What is going on?" The internet didn't see confusion. It saw someone enjoying the attention. Because outrage still counts as attention.
I gave you guys a photo. I want you to flip your photo over. I gave everyone in the room photos. Yours is right here. Flip the photo over. Lord. All right. Now, at first glance, I thought that this photo, there is a billboard in California for Khloe Kardashian's Cloud brand, which is a healthy snack brand, right? I thought that this was Beyonce a little bit at first.
I was going to say the same thing. It did look like Beyonce.
I disrespect Beyonce.
For a quick, it did.
No, it did not. Yes, it did. Not to me, not one time. Beyonce nose don't look like that.
For a quick moment, yes,
it did. Not to me.
Now this
I ain't got my contact in either, but it did for a little bit.
Come on now, dog.
Now this billboard is going viral, and again, this is a billboard that is actively live in LA right now because Khloe looks noticeably darker. There is a shadow over her face, but she does look noticeably darker, which has been a conversation around the Kardashians for some time. When it went viral on TikTok, Khloe actually commented on the video. She's like, with the laughing emojis, like, what is going on here? But yeah, the people are like, who the heck is this woman?
I wouldn't say black Khloe. I might say bodega Khloe.
Something like that. She definitely looks Latina. She looks Latina.
Yeah. She looks darker than she usually is. A lot darker.
Then came March. On her podcast, Khloe claimed her kids don't even know the family is famous. No internet, no Google. Paparazzi were just background noise around the house. The internet didn't buy it. For days, listeners called the story completely unbelievable, arguing there was simply no way children growing up in that family could be that disconnected from the world around them. Then came April, the Lamar Odom documentary. Khloe said she took part as an unpaid favor and claimed viewers only heard about 10% of what she could have said. Lamar publicly disputed her version of events. Her response? He was only pushing back because the public reaction favored her. 3 sympathy plays in 1 year. None of them landed. The audience isn't crying with her anymore. They're checking the dates, They're comparing the stories. So what did Khloe Kardashian actually lose? Not money. Not the businesses. The denim brand is fine. The podcast is running. The chips are literally up on billboards. She lost the only thing her public image ever truly depended on. The benefit of the doubt. The staged arrest reaches back and poisons 19 years of sad stories. The billboard poisons the relatability. Jordan poisons the victimhood. Her pain was the one Kardashian asset everybody believed was real. It was the one thing people thought couldn't be manufactured. And here's the thing about a wound you learn to work. Eventually, people stop asking if it still hurts. And they start asking what it's worth. She spent 20 years being the Kardashian everyone felt sorry for. Then 2026 changed the question. The audience stopped asking whether she was the victim, and started asking whether being the victim had become the brand. And that's the dark side of the one they always told you was just like you. If you made it here, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell so the next investigation finds you. The Downfall playlist is on screen. Tell me in the comments whose file we open next. I'll see you in the next one.